After facing flack over the festivities in SAIFAI, the Uttar Pradesh government has gone into a total cover-up. It has in fact banned television cameras from inside the SAIFAI festival premises. All vans of television channels and media teams have been asked to park themselves well away from the main podium where the finale of the festival will be held. And remember, all of these festivities are taking place at a time when there are still hundreds of riot victims who are still in relief camps. They allege that the basic facilities have not been provided to them. Joining us now from the two centers where the story is bound to have ramifications are my colleagues Amir Haq. He joins us from the SAIFAI festival. Also joining us from Muzaffarnagar is Headlines Today's Pankaj Upadhyay. But I want to ask you first, Amir, what is the stated official reason for the media vans not being allowed inside the festival venue?
Well, we spoke to the district administration officials and they tell us that since there are going to be a lot of VVIPs out here to watch the grand finale, there will be no space for the media vans and for the media vehicles in there. So we've been removed some about 200 meters away from the main stage where we usually parked our vehicles and OB vans. Therefore, we know exactly that there will be a lot of VVIPs out here. In fact, a lot of VVIPs, in fact, not even VIPs will get their vehicles inside. They'll have to leave their vehicles a little distance away from where these vehicles usually go. So that's the reason being given by the district administration here.
But one can't help but think that this sudden concern about the privacy of VVIPs and the paucity of space has got something to do with the kind of bad press that the Uttar Pradesh government has been getting for these ostentatious celebrations in SAIFAI when people in Muzaffarnagar relief camps are freezing, Amir.
Well, obviously, Padmaja, we've been covering the entire SAIFAI carnival and we've seen how things have changed here on the ground ever since we first came here to start our coverage. In fact, between 28th and 31st of December last year, we saw that a grand, program was actually arranged on the New Year's Eve, but finally, because of the kind of media coverage that they got, the government finally decided not to make it such a grand affair. In fact, they just restricted their show to a comedy show of Raju Srivastav and few other local singers. A lot of Bollywood dancers and troops therein who were called for that grand function that evening were in fact sent back packing.
Just stay on with me, Amir, because I also want to get a word in from Pankaj Upadhyay. Pankaj, you've been speaking to a number of these people who are practically on the road. They say that basic medical care, basic amenities are not being provided to them at these relief camps. How do they feel when they see the kind of images that are coming out of SAIFAI, that of the kind of expense that is being made on this festival, apparently in a bid to boost the image of the Yadav family stronghold?
Well, Padmaja, after the district magistrate of Muzaffarnagar and Shamli district maintained that there was no existence worth the name of the riot camps, I visited many villages. At least 5 riot camps, relief camps exist in Muzaffarnagar district and 9 in Shamli district. So at all these villages, last evening I chose one, Sanjak, the same place where about 125 families were forced to live in the graveyard. So last evening I had a word with most of them. Women were wailing, kids were crying, old women, old people somehow managing to continue with their lives, just had a single sentence in them. UP government, please look at us. We are dying of cold. You are partying out there, fine enough, do whatever you want. Please don't ignore us. So young kids out there, remember, just few kilometers away, 5 kids died in 17 days. But the irresponsible behavior of the administration is in full display out here, Padmaja.
Absolutely. 5 children dying of the cold in 17 days. But the Samajwadi Party government, the first family of the party, partying it up in SAIFAI.